it's Adrienne. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to bring you part 3 to my Managing Your YouTube Channel series. This one is all about planning and scheduling. If you've missed any of my other videos on this series, I'll leave them all in the description box for you down below so you can go check them out. I would recommend watching at least the last one about content management before we dive into this one, because a lot of the things that I've talked about in that video I'm going to be putting into practice into this one. So the way that I've decided to do this particular video is a little bit different than the way that I've done the other ones. We're going to sit down together and we're going to plan the month of October. To start off, like I mentioned in my last video, I plan my videos per month. That's the way that works best for me. Everybody's a little bit differently. Maybe it works better for you to plan them per week, or maybe you don't plan at all. It doesn't really matter. We all have our own ways, and what I love about these kinds of series of looking behind the scenes of someone's channel is to see how somebody else does it, so we can all learn things. But I plan mine per month. I started off by planning them per week and then per 2 weeks, but what I found for myself personally was that it was really stressful because I need to know exactly what's happening in the next coming weeks, because I was always worried about what am I going to plan next, what's going to be up next, am I going to have enough video ideas for that month, and I was constantly on edge every time it came down to filming my videos because I didn't know what was up next. So planning a month in advance works well for me. I usually start planning about halfway through the month to 3 weeks in, so that I have a good idea of what's up for the next month, so that I can kind of just sit down and relax knowing that I know what's coming up for me in the next couple months. The way that I schedule my videos has evolved over the past year. The way that I do it right now at this very moment is by using my bullet journal. I've created a monthly plan for myself where I can keep track of the videos that I have coming up, if I've recorded them, edited them, scheduled them, done my cards and endnotes, my TBRs, the books that I've read. It's all in one spot and it works really well for me. So what I'd like to do is sit down with you and plan the month of October so you can see how I personally schedule my videos, and maybe it might help you when you're scheduling your videos. I'd recommend you grab a cup of tea, a snack, sit back and relax as we plan the month of October, and I give you a behind the scene look at how I plan for my personal channel. Alright guys, I'm going to show you what I do now versus what I did when I started, because as we all figure out what works best for us, our planning systems kind of change. I tried working with a specific YouTube agenda or planner, but I couldn't do it. It wasn't working for me. So what I ended up doing was starting with my monthly plannings, because that's what I realized really worked the best for me. So I have here, this one was from I think May, and what I basically started to do was just broadly sketch out my month, write down the video that I was going to do, and check it off when it was done. Because like I said earlier, when I started planning just per week, I was getting stressed out about what kind of content I was going to have for the rest of my month. So I wanted to just have out everything, plan out my ideas, and go from there. What I noticed was that it was a little too chaotic. Not necessarily chaotic like in a way that it's too busy, but I wasn't getting enough information on here. It was just my video schedule and nothing else. I was having a hard time figuring out when I was going to record my videos, when the videos needed to be edited. So as I experimented with this system, I came across bullet journaling, and that's basically what I did here in this notebook, because it's just everything in one notebook. So I started bullet journaling this summer, and I'll show you what I came up with for my YouTube planning. So this is a blank October. We're going to go through October together, and I'm going to plan my October with you. But this was my September, and I tried one for August, but this is what I came out that worked the best for me, and I'll explain it to you a little bit, and then we'll go and plan October. So I basically have my month at a glance here. And here with all of my little red icons, those are all my YouTube videos, so I can plan them all and see what's there. As you can see, I'm not really fantastic at Instagram. I only have one, and actually I have another one planned for this week, but haven't filmed it. So in theory, I have red for YouTube, I have brown for Instagram, and I need to start getting my blog on track. I kind of let it hang after we moved and then didn't pick it up again, but blog would be blue if I was planning my blog. So here I have my month at a glance. This is where I plan my videos, so I know what's coming up for the next month. Here next to it are some future videos ideas that I have, or in a place that I can write those down, or videos that I've been tagged in so I can keep track of who tagged me in what video, so I can actually do it and either schedule it for this month or schedule it for the month thereafter. And then I have my TBR, and next to it I have the books that I've actually read and what my star ratings were, because this makes it really easy for me when I'm filming my TBR videos and I'm filming my wrap-up videos, because I can see what I read, what I plan to read, what I read, and what I rated it. And then I have here my subscriber tracker for my Twitter, my Instagram, and my YouTube. And then this is where it comes the most handy. I have all these videos here that I've scheduled. I write them down here, and then I can check them off when they're filmed, when they're edited, when they're scheduled, when I've made a thumbnail, when I've done my description box information, and my cards and my endnotes. So because sometimes I don't have time to do my cards and endnotes, but I do have time to schedule them, but I need not to forget I didn't do my cards and endnotes. So this has been really helpful to help me remember how to do that. So let's move on here to October. I have just drawn out a blank one. Again, you can see the same setup. This has been working really well for me. So let's get started. Well, basically all I use for my bullet journals, I've got some little pens here. For my YouTube videos I use red, but because of the fall I'm using red, orange, and brown. And I use colored pencils. I'm a very minimalist. I really like my bullet journals to be clean. I'm not going to do a flip through now, but this is basically what I do. And if you're interested, I could do a bullet journal flip through, but that's not YouTube related necessarily, so I'm going to leave that for what it is. So as far as planning wise goes, let's take a look at September again. I will plan my videos and then move on to the week, and I'll write down what videos I need to record that week and edit, so that I can have that all figured out. And then once they're recorded, I'll check them off again here. So basically that's the system that I've got down. That's one that really has been working for me. What I do have, I do these in pencil because I can take them off and switch them around. I'm not so picky that I need to have everything all set up and set in stone. I need some flexibility. Like you can see in the September, I have my YouTube management scheduled for the 26th. That obviously didn't happen because I hadn't had time to actually sit down and draw out my YouTube. So I had a different video go up on that day, and I'm going to fix that at the end of the month. But I did it in pencil because I need to not stress myself out and need to have per se a video go out on a certain date, because sometimes I just don't have the time that I need to prepare for it. But let's get started, and I'm going to plan October. So what I do basically is, like I said in my content management, is I plan out the videos that I know need to happen. My TBRs, my wrap-ups, and lately I've been doing mid-month check-ins, so those are gonna go in first. Alright, so once that's done, I go to my Goodreads groups and I see if there's any group content, like I mentioned in my content video, any 3-in-1 videos, if they're planned for October already, or any top 5 Wednesday videos. October topics. Alright, fantastic. They are out already, so let's plan the top 5 Wednesday ones that I'm gonna do. So basically after I do my top 5 Wednesday videos and my 3-in-1 video, which is not out yet, so I'm not even going to plan it for this month, I go ahead and fill in my tag videos, so I can look here and see which ones I've been tagged in, or any other interesting tag videos that I want to do. And usually I do 1 a month, but I need to do 2 this month because I'm kind of behind on my tags. I forgot to mention, obviously my tag schedule is Tuesday and Saturday, and then I try to do Wednesday videos sometimes, but I can't force myself to do it 3 times a week because it just makes me a little crazy and I don't always have time. So then I go and I plan anything else that I'd like to do for the month. I think this month I have not too much planned actually, which is great because September I was really far behind. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in the rest of my month. It's going to take me a little bit to actually figure this out and see what I want to do. I might have to move some things around, but we'll see. I'm going to go through and check in back with you when I'm done. Alright, so I have finished. I actually had more videos to do than I thought I did because October is the month I do my quarterly reading challenge, so I needed to schedule that. And my booktube birthday is actually on October 29th, in case you didn't know. So I'm going to try to see if I can do a booktube birthday video on that Sunday. And if not, I'll do it on the Saturday, but for now I did schedule a 3-in-1. So the next step for my month is to look back here at, where did it go? Here it is. To look back here at my film ideas, my video ideas, and see if I want to do any of them. Still, which ones I do want to do that I haven't done. And I carry it over here because it helps me remember the ones that I have in my head. Alright, so those are the ones at least that come over from last month that I didn't schedule for this month, that I could either use to substitute one of these videos or keep in mind when I'm planning November. And then I'm going to go ahead and fill in my TBR because you guys have already seen my TBR by the time this video goes out. So it's a matter of just filling in these videos that are here onto my checklist. I always like to do this in pencil because things do change, obviously, and I don't like to have like cross-off marks in my bullet journal. That drives me a little bit crazy. I'm gonna fill in that one, and then we are done for October. So I'm basically done with my month for October. Like I said earlier, what I'll do is I'll look at these lists, and then for my planning wise, I'll plan which ones I'm going to record based on my weekly. So like for September, for example, I have each of my weeks planned. I'll let you see. This week, I'm gonna cover some of these things because you don't need to see all my to-do list. But like here, I don't know if you can read that, but it says to record my booktube management video, or at least part of it anyway. And that's what I'll do, and then I'll come back here and I'll check them off. What I also do is, as I'm recording my videos, I will make notes and I'll put them all here as well, because I just have everything. My whole bullet journal, this isn't just a booktube journal, this is like my entire life, but I put them all after my monthlies and my weeklies just so I can have my notes. I like to write them out instead of typing them out. I like to have everything prepared, so I'll just write them all out here. These are my ones from the month of September. Obviously I don't have any for October yet because I'm not that far. So basically, that is how I plan my month. This is what works for me. I'm happy that I could show you some behind the scenes of how I plan for my channel. If you're interested, like I said, in a bullet journal flip through, I'd be more than happy to do one on a day that I don't have a booktube specific video planned, because it'll just be like an extra bonus. It's not really a booktube thing, so I didn't know if that would be anything interesting for you. I'd be more than happy to show you a look into my bullet journal. If you have any other questions regarding how I plan for my channel, like I said, in all of my booktube management videos, I am an open book. I'll be more than happy to let you know. Alright, so that wraps up this edition of my Managing Your YouTube channel series. I know it's been a while since the last one that I've done on content management, but we were moving and things kind of got tricky and my scheduling was a little wonky, so I wanted to wait until I had it all nice and down pat so I could give you something solid and concrete that will actually help you and not confuse you. Stay tuned for the next one, because the next one is all about recording and editing, and like I've said a million times in this series, I'm just going to show you behind the scenes of my channel and what I do personally, because I am a nosy person and I like to know how everybody else does theirs. Speaking of being nosy, if you'd like to do a video like this and share how you plan personally for your channel, I would love it if you did. Leave it in the comments below, because I need to know how everybody else does theirs. So if you make a video like this, I want to know about it so that I can learn from you. Let's help each other out. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and feel free to share it with anybody you know who does plan for a YouTube channel. Hopefully I can help somebody along the way, because that's what my channel is all about. If you're new here and you haven't yet subscribed, I would love it if you did. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time. Bye.